Hello everyone, this is Farius Lycon, here to continue our run of the hardest one. I did lose the save with the last two videos, so I had to kind of redo, so things will look a little bit different. There's a few changes. I moved this over because it wasn't, it's glitched a little bit on the graphics, and I covered the green area. Over in the corner, I was actually able to build the huge lake, and I kind of still made a little like curve. And because we actually covered a lot of time in those two videos, I wasn't waiting forever on the large lake that never got built. So I ended up building a bunch of other lakes around the map, so we're much further on the progression. But we have the Megadome. Underground, we still have the Ancient Artifact. I have that all powered up, and with the scrubbers. I have more scrubbers around. The other big change is I built another Moxie before we had the huge die-off. So we have a much higher population. I think that kind of covers it. Ooh, there's one other thing, but it's a small one. I got a event that gave us another breakthrough. So we got construction nanites, and I like that one when we have to build, or we don't have to, but when we're building the planting stations everywhere. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing on this episode. I also have open farms, and I think this area, and I was planning on that the last time when we had the smaller lakes, it would be an amazing place to put an open farm. Like, just kind of squeeze it in. There'll be a little bit of questions of how to get the power and water, but I think that's fine. And I want to put a bunch of planting stations down. And the areas around the dome, I mentioned this before, I like to do the grass. And we now have the water for that. So let's get that done. I'll just put you over here. And we'll need to move the seeds around, so we'll put some storage for that. Where did I end up putting you? As long as it's close to the drone hub, it should be fine. And I think we either have the water requirement for bushes, or we're very, very close. Like, I was able to just get tons and tons of lakes down. So, we need 10 water. I think. Oh, we're gonna need to import moisture vaporizers. So that should be something pretty easy for our rockets to do. I lost a rocket too. Not fuel refineries, moisture vaporizers. Let's take like 2 less and get more drones. I think I imported more drones. Let's throw some wind turbines down.
Dust storm approaching.
Once that rocket, we should be able to get up. We can't really run it until we have the I'd plan this out like way more. We can't run it the open farms until we get like a good source of seeds. We could do indoor farming for it. Oops, I did not connect you to power apparently. Yeah, we're very, very close. Oh, there's one other thing. So, tomorrow will be like the 1-year anniversary of my first video. So, we'll put grasses where we can. I'm gonna try and do something a little bit special, so I will make an announcement in my videos for tomorrow. Just hopefully I can get everything together and figure out what I'm doing, but that's just something to kind of keep in mind. So I've been putting little lakes down. It looks like on the plateaus, I think I've seen this before, the water glitches, you don't kind of see it. They still work though, count towards the terraforming. So we should be doing very, very well now on getting the our terraforming going. Here I will do lichens, but I'll do that as the secondary one. I don't know if the order matters. But I always put the one I really want first, which tends to be the higher terraforming. I'm gonna speed things up. Like, when I was kind of catching up, I was playing kind of casually. Was playing only on 10 times speed. I'm like, oh, this is like my now like casual speed. I can totally just chill out at 10 times speed playing this game. We could also work on this dome. I do not have the workshop milestone. I think I want to put a hanging gardens in here, so we could do that here. I don't think I have any of the workshops except for the TV one. So and if we are going to have kind of people here, we should make sure we have enough supplies, so during dust storms we don't basically lose everyone. I also want to kind of give them their own little bit of storage in case the pipe connection gets destroyed. Oh, we have a lot of leaks. They should get fixed pretty quickly. I also build more scrubbers. So let's land you. We could, if we wanted to,
Funding received.
do a little bit more underground, but I think I'm just gonna focus on terraforming. Let's get some pipes kind of just out. Some power. Oh, we're having our first toxic rain. I did not get that. In this like playthrough, or like redo, I guess, they keep destroying the school this time. So that's a little unfortunate. We might want to try and find a little bit better solution, like give them more room. I think they're getting pretty cramped. We could start building spires too. I still have you turned off. Let's make this a pretty nice dome with like all the kind of comforts of home. We don't need you. Have over here be our diner, grocer.
Funding received.
Probably put 2 grocers in actually. And if I do all small buildings here, you can kind of fit them in. I think I screwed that up already, so I'm just going to move that. So that should be better. We'll keep doing the trade offers, but... And so we basically can overflow into here. We could actually have casino complex. Does it make sense to have it by the hospital? Oh well.
Funding received.
Right, 2 grocers. And TV Studio is actually kind of a nice workshop. It hosts a ton of people, and it gives you something. I think it just doesn't do the comfort. Oh, we're having Mars Quakes. Oh, because of the mohole. Cool. Well, we'll use the concrete. We have just a ton of it, so it doesn't really matter too much. And
Funding received.
we have just an insane amount of concrete at the moment too. We're greening up the area.
Funding received.
We actually have what we need for bushes, if I'm not mistaken, so I'll put some around.
Meteor shower incoming.
Especially because, like, the grass has kind of gotten established in some of these areas. And I believe bushes, yeah, they pay for themselves. So they're
Cold wave
seeds
approaching.
neutral. And then once we get trees, we end up actually positive. So I'm going to put trees like down here and over
Funding
here.
received.
Okay, let's actually get the vapor moisturizers going. And I'm actually just going to put them really close to each other. Wow, that power cable looks very odd. Oh, again, more Mars Quakes. And space is pretty tight, so I am just going to yeah, put them very, very close together. And once we upgrade them, they'll actually be pretty pretty good. We should put a tank here too, so it can actually run at night. What's the total? We need one
Funding
more.
received.
Well, I need to at least get some of these pipes out, so I can at least put storage.
Meteor incoming.
Oh,
Meteor incoming.
most of the places we should have pretty good coverage with our vehicles. That looks to be true and holding up.
Found.
So put one more in. Let's upgrade you. I did end up getting the
Funding
breakthrough
received.
that
Phenomenal
gives doubles the power from wind turbines, and it's going to go up and up as the atmosphere increases. I don't think we're making polymers. We weren't making it before, and I didn't change any of that. What is the next checkpoint for trees? Pine trees at 35. So we have the heat.
Meteor
We only need the
incoming.
water. We should do the special projects. That would actually be pretty good, and it's a cheaper tech. I'm actually going to put it before the amplifications, and I'm going to keep boosting. I'm going to keep working on fleshing this area out. Yeah, casino we have.
Funding received.
Let's see. I think I am going to put a few TV workshops. This will be our like working district until we can actually get a real one. You guys are just making it harder on yourselves. I'm going to just leave the school default. They keep destroying it. Let's also put a school in here too. We can stop sending our children to the
Funding
to
received.
where all the renegades live. This is a pretty good one so far. I don't think there's anything it really needs except for I want to make sure I have a food deposit over here. Ooh, we're getting the bushes. I don't want to like destroy the bushes. Well, I just did that. Oh well. Let's aim for 100. We could also just put a farm in too. It would be a we keep getting Mars Quakes. Okay, it's now a little tough to tell if the Mars Quakes are going underground or they're above ground. Sanity. Let's have them get help. Oh, because the infirmary was destroyed. And we could open this up. Do soybeans? Actually, yeah, soybeans. If we're worried about food over here, we should do soybeans. I was thinking the seed crop, but it's actually pretty good to do. We should actually import seeds. It's better to make seeds in the
Funding received.
hydroponics
We
than
have a
the
delivery on the
ground.
Space elevator.
And let's put a few more.
Meteor incoming.
I'm gonna in each of these like spots that we have like already a established area. I'm
Research
going to probably
complete.
put. Okay, excellent. We can capture asteroids and whatnot for the water. Specifically just to help us catch up. So let's bring drones. Let's bring seeds, And we'll use you to do those events. We can then put some more planters down.
Funding received.
We're just going to do bushes over here where have kind of like a, so it kind of like takes care of itself once it gets going. Yeah, but I think grass just, it looks really nice. Like, so I like it around the domes. We could also put we do need seeds down here. Herbs. Can we do...
Funding received.
Let's do cover crops actually here. This place needs seeds, and I think we put the forestry building down here too. Give it its own little windmill. And we can request seeds for the depot. I'm gonna actually put it over here, so it's close to both.
Funding received.
And we could put one like right on the edge here to cover the behind with another forest, and it will end up, once we actually can plant the forest and trees, it should end up covering pretty much its, like the seeds that's produced should kind of cover itself. Power. Yeah, we don't quite need the food yet, so 2 bushes. We'll do, oops, bushes for now. Excellent, we don't need the concrete. And we have the wander anyway, so it's less important. Yeah, I think the grass looks way, way nicer than lichen. Like, might as well skip the lichen. And just wait for it to rain, or the plants to kind of do their own thing.
Funding received.
So we're going to send you to get some ice asteroids. "20 times speed though. After I've played quite a bit to catch up on just the 5. Oh cool. We have blue skies. So if we look, well, when it's not dark anymore, and no more dust storms. That's now over. And once we the heat gets up, we'll have the end of the cold waves, and that will actually free up the cold grounds. Oh, it's blue. I was like, oh, the ground looks so much different because we have the blue skies. The water, I think, actually looks nicer too with the blue skies. So 35 is what we need for the water. Let's actually open this dome up. Hopefully we won't have the renegades causing any problems. And
funding received.
Oh, we don't. Okay. We're just asking for renegades. I don't know why I have the school in here. Well, you guys can't really handle a school, so we're gonna move that. For some reason, this one, and even though my population has been pretty low, but I think that's because we've had like a very old population. I think I kind of noticed that when we had the die-off, it looked like we just had like a ton of old people. We should also put some dumping grounds. How's the... We're almost losing half the air, actually more, to the atmosphere. So we could probably use another one. We don't have the technology to do anything super special.
Funding received.
Yeah, so should be kind of growing the seeds here, making that super fertile. We need to get rid of some of this metal. Oh man. We have Mars Quakes because the asteroids. Okay, now we can grow some forest, and let's get that going. We have a mysterious rocket. We're just gonna let it go. We don't need anything. So here we're going to say do trees, then do bushes in case it's not fertile
Funding
enough.
received.
Same here. Trees, then bushes.
Milestone achieved.
We planted our first tree. Down here we should also consider doing that. I like, because this is going to be like the warmest ground, so it kind of makes sense that like trees would grow down here. At least in my mind.
Meteor incoming.
Power cables. Just connect it this way. Get storage.
Funding received.
We want trees and bushes. Instead of, we don't want any more bushes, I think I'm just gonna do trees, so it's a little less scrubby around, at least over here. We could do on the other side, do trees. That might be nice, but I'll wait until we have the ability to get the mix forced. So that's 75, 75. Man, the breakthrough that makes it so it reduces it by 50% is just...
Funding received.
I think that's in the other one, before the update. That was one of the breakthroughs here. Or I got it previously, and it makes a huge difference. Oh, oh, oh. A little bit of lag. We're doing pretty good, though, for such a large base at 20 times speed. Yeah, so this area is doing fine. So we could do cover crop and then do maybe some kind of food. As long as we don't even with all the lakes around, we shouldn't worry too much. So we can do kind of like leaf crops. That also means we should put a deposit that has food. And in fact, I'm going to do the very, very large one, because factory farms tend to do that. Yeah, we don't have enough power. I don't know if I've upgraded these. Now we can get pure rains. Beautiful. Which is partially why I don't actually think the lichens are particularly needed. We have to also consider increasing the heat. Do we not have a better solution to that? I think nuking's the other one. Mars is actually looking pretty nice. Which is, I think, for like late game content, the terraforming like Mars expansion kind of really hit that. Like you can kind of see the progress when you go here. It's just, I don't know, gives the good feels. Is there anything we want to be importing? We could be importing additional polymers, I guess. We should probably be exporting concrete too, like over here. That might be a good solution. So let's put a trading pad down over here so we can trade out the concrete. Soon, cold wave. You'll be done. This might be our last cold wave. Let's keep outsourcing. I was able to do that much better to do the outsourcing. Probably don't need all of these on. Oh, we don't have any people living here. That's not nice. You know what? We can kind of end up slowly moving our population over here if we just say we want children to live here. We should also put probably a university then, because they might not move out very fast. And it's a big dome, so. There we go. Excellent. Making beautiful progress now. Yeah, being able to, like, I don't know what happened here because I tried it again when I redid it and it built like fine. Then I was like, oh, I like the idea of having this like cluster of lakes, and so I was like, oh, I'll end up moving it. So I moved it. Ooh, ooh. I don't know what's called. I think it's the underground. Whenever there's a like cave-ins, Mars quakes, it's causing like I think a little bit of stuttering, but that tends to happen in the late game colonies, especially going so fast. Alright, excellent. We can keep importing greenhouse gases from Earth. We might even want to get another of our rockets in, so we probably don't need seeds anymore. We're doing really good on that.
Funding received.
Keep going. Doesn't increase the heat very much, but we also need the air too. I think 75 is also the point in which we have open domes. And if we're struggling on heat, we have the resources. We can throw some more factories. In fact, I have one of the heating factories off. In fact, we have so much power, we can just throw it along the even in the cold ground.
Funding received.
We actually have kind of space here too.
Research complete.
Ooh, awesome. Terraforming amplification. It's very expensive. Is it? Not really. Not for anything we have. Alright, let's see if that helps us catch up on with
Meteor shower
the heat,
incoming.
because we
Funding
cannot
received.
amplify the lakes, so I kind of do want to put one more forester out here on the other side. Give it its own little wind turbine. Renegades! Destroyed 2 buildings this time, huh? We have planetaries, we can go take a look, although most of them probably won't be of any particular interest to us. But if they have breakthroughs or unknowns, ooh, unknowns, perfect. Just what I was saying.
Funding
They'll be
received.
the more fun ones and definitely worth our time, as we're just waiting for all of Mars to be terraformed. The oh yeah, this is Mars Quake. That was what it was. Underground. We could go underground, but it's a lot of like effort that I have to move back and forth. That it feels nice just kind of to ignore, especially. I found out too in my other playthrough where we were. Okay, interesting. Oh, another expedition. I guess neither. Well, I don't know. We'll just take the morale. Morale's pretty tough to have. It would be more useful if we could,
Funding received.
if that helped not give us renegades. But
Anomaly found.
trees, bushes. Playing, huh? Ooh, I want to get the hanging gardens. Do I have that? Nope. Let's bump that up. Outsource, so we get it like in a week, which will happen very, very quickly. I do have safe mode. I think safe mode, like I keep mentioning that, but every time I think about it, like if you got safe mode as a breakthrough early, it would really help to do the underground. But I think the next series,
Anomaly analyzed.
as we're finishing up this one, and in fact my other one, sorry, I lost two thoughts. Going back, the underground, I didn't know only had 2 of the wonders out of like 4, I think. So I thought I had all of them. So we found all the wonders underground, even though I was trying to like struggle and find more. We'll just grab the resources anyways. But the next series I think I'm going to be doing is using a mod and maybe some other like quality of life mods
We have a delivery on the space elevator.
for early underground that like rebalances. I don't see the exporting, so we'll just do the ice.
Anomaly analyzed.
It makes it so the surface is much harder, and the wonders need exotics, and the underground does not need exotic for a lot of the buildings. So you can go down underground, and all the domes and stuff require more resources on the surface, like to run, for maintenance and whatnot, and the terraforming track reduces it. So in the beginning, it makes more sense to be underground, and then as you get terraforming, the like surface kind of opens up as a more viable surface. I'm assuming it's just because you didn't have people to work it, but that's fine. We can also open all those shifts up. I actually should do that here too. Wow, hospitals take a lot of people. We should also add, well, I want to throw a hanging garden in, but while we have the space, we should throw in a large garden. Maybe we'll have this be the like wild section for now. Okay, now we can do the importing of greenhouse gases again. Yeah, sometimes they take a while. It must be. It might be the super speeds like kind of interfering, where it's like a set run time than like souls for the events to come back. Wonderful. I think we probably will call it here, but we probably can finish the terraforming or get very, very close in the next episode. Mars is starting to look very pretty. Yeah. Without further ado, this is Furnace Lycon signing off. I hope to see you guys next time.